that. But the 6 fundamentals, the 6 key areas of business that you've always got to be thinking is you've got to be thinking about how is this business going to flow? What are the operations? Who is the target market? Who am I serving today versus who will I be serving in the future? How are we going to make it easy for them to buy? How is it that we're ultimately going to be creating repetition with A-grade product, A-grade service? How am I growing a team that's going to be better than me? These are all parts of operations. It's all part of business flow. How will the business flow? Ultimately known as a business plan, as a relatively easy to understand concept. But operations is not about the production line. It's not about the production line. It's about how am I planning this operation to flow from the first moment someone knocks on my door or we go and knock on theirs to the moment that we make it easy for them to buy. And we made a decision as to who that needs to be, by the way. It's your responsibility to make a decision who it is that you serve as an ideal target market customer. It's also as important to have evolution and involvement in your business. How do we get better? How do we get more length? How do we get more utilisation? Which is finance. The second pillar is finance. You must understand the numbers in your business. No good making decisions which are made in words and not understanding the numbers that get translated from the words that influence the strategy. So finance is your second pillar in business, your second fundamental that you must understand. Every decision you make in your business will end up being a number in your business. No matter how you look at it, it'll either show up in your P&L, your balance sheet, or your cash flow projection to actual comparative, right? It's going to end up there, so you must understand the relationship between those 3 tools in your business. So finance is the second and very important pillar in business. The third pillar is marketing. How are we going to communicate within a marketing budget? What are the strategies and what's my allowable acquisition cost? How am I making sure that I'm building clients for life? How am I attracting the right clients and making sure that when they buy once, they're clients for life? Because there's nothing more hemorrhaging in a business and ultimately its profitability to be attracting clients that don't stick around for a long time. Guess who made that decision? You did, as the owner of your business. So the third pillar is marketing. The fourth pillar is sales. It's one thing to attract them. It's another thing to make it easy for them to buy. You never need to sell, but you need a sales process. We just had a glimpse of a sales process that's gone international and growing. And it'll be the benchmark of where he continues to grow the business called Polyshine. It's on the back of that sales process, which is all about relationships. So every one of us has a different type of, I guess, step 1, step 2, step 3, but it's a process, it's a system. You must live it, you must breathe it, you must teach it, you must be true to it. Sales is the fourth pillar. The fifth pillar is when I get them, I've got to keep them for life. So customer loyalty is a system. It's something that we just don't think is a great idea, and wouldn't that be cool if we can achieve that? It's something that you've got to work on and you've got to get better at, and you've constantly got to be reviewing with data. Are we or aren't we? You've got to know what the lifetime value of every customer in your business is, full stop. You've got to know that. You've got to know that number. If I'm going to buy your business, I'm going to look at that number, and in most cases, none of you will have that number clear, which means I'm in the best seat to negotiate your business. And I'm not going to give you your $1 million that you want because you don't have the data that supports that purchase. Does that make sense? So if you're going to build a business that stands the test of time, that's predictable for profit, that fourth and fifth pillar of customer loyalty is very important. If you've got a business that's got customer loyalty and you can prove average dollar sale growth, lifetime value growth, year on year on year, you have a business that you can sell for a multiple of 5 to 7 eyes closed. The sixth and most important pillar is team. And we're talking about team that's not just arms and legs, teams that bring their brains to the table. And you know what the beautiful thing is? That it doesn't matter where you are in the aspect of team, every one of us has a brain. And to allow that to contribute to what could be, what should be, how do we make this business better, and how do we make it the chosen place for people that we have a solution for to be choosing us, has got nothing to do with who are the smarts in the room. It's got to do with, hey, I'm going to allow you to be included 100%. It's your responsibility to be involved. And how do we go about that? So you've got to be growing a business, a team that's going to be better than you. And you've got to be okay with that. You've got to be okay to drift into the sunset and go into investment mode while people better than you are running the business and growing the business way better than you. So that's the sixth pillar. And no matter where your business is, whether it's phase 1, phase 2 or phase 3, and for some of you phase 4, which is $20 million plus in SME, you need to make sure that you're constantly reviewing and revolving and evolving the aspect of the 6 pillars to predictable profit. Simple.